Hi everyone, it's Karen. So welcome back to Eden's Secret, and I thought if you're interested I'm going to show you me unmoulding my cupcakes. A lot of people have asked where I got these moulds from. Sharon described them as the moulds with frills around them, so I didn't really know what she was on about, but I'm so glad that she's managed to find some. They're not exactly the same shape as these, but very similar, and our cupcakes are so cute. But I actually got these from a local shop. As usual, whenever anyone asks me where I get them things from, it's nearly always Sam's Cook Shop. So if you go into any good cook shop where you live, I'm sure this will be worldwide, they'll carry awesome things for cooking, especially for cupcakes now, because they're so in. And there you go, and these are my juicy cute cupcakes. As you can see, I always pull the edges away to loosen them up, and then I actually just pop my finger underneath the bottom and pop them. I ran out of these lovely gold hearts, but I had these gorgeous cute net roses, so how many? 6 of them have got those roses on. And like I said yesterday, I can't always get my hands on certain decorations. So if there's a picture of one online, the soap will be exactly the same, but the decoration could be different, but probably not. And as you see, I don't put any soaps whatsoever in the fridge to get them out of any moulds. Your recipe should be made so that you don't need to do that, but I will tell you that in the beginning, when my recipe wasn't saponified properly, I did used to have to put them in the fridge, but once you get your recipe spot on, you shouldn't ever have to put any of them in the fridge. And I mean, I even used to put them in the freezer sometimes, but the trouble with doing that is they go all sticky and mushy on the outside, and it does dry off, but you can't really touch it for a good 6 hours afterwards. I always say this, that you might find something different to what I find, because like I say, we're all over the world, all of us, different climates, the way we work on our soap, the temperature, whether it's red hot or cold where you are. Even I see on a hot day, I find it much harder to make soap on a hot day than I do on a cold day, but that's only because I'm used to soaping on cold days and we don't get many hot. So these are just the perfect blend of jasmine and honeysuckle and all those gorgeous florals. If you like florals, you'll love this one. And jasmine, I mean, there are other flowers that I love the smell of. I've mentioned cassie flower before, not to be mistaken for not cassis. There's a cinnamon oil that's called Cass something. It's not that one. Oh, Cassia. That's a cinnamon. I should know. I've got a big pot of it in the cupboard here. I was just going to have a look, but I remembered at the last minute. Yeah, Cassia is a really sweet cinnamon essential oil. But cassie flower, it's sensational scent. Love it. So there you go. That's the last one of my juicy cute cupcakes. I'm just going to clean this worktop down, and I'm going to continue by unmoulding my pink champagne cupcakes, and you'll see they've changed colour already today. They're not purple anymore, they are hot pink. So I've unmoulded one already, and it has shiny white sugar sprinkles on it. And this is how you see how my soaps unmould. But I promise you, they didn't used to unmould like that. They were all sticky, and they always ended up a little bit knocked and bashed. But as I always say, practice makes perfect, and I tell you, no, I'm not going to say it again, am I? To learn, the only way to learn is to practice, 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 practice. And although I've been making soap for 6 years, I've actually only been making cold processed soap for about 16 months. And you can imagine how many batches I've made. Remember last year I made 15,800 cupcakes, and that's besides all the bars of soap I made. And it's taken me till now to get my recipe anywhere near where I want it, but I'm not finished yet. I'm going to keep going until it's the best I feel it can be, whilst keeping it affordable. There's loads of things you can add to make an amazing bar of soap, but I want my soap to be affordable and for the mass market. I did go through a phase, this is before I started making cold processed soap, and this is when I actually had a shop. And I used to buy in products as well as selling my soap, and I just wanted to go upmarket with all the really upmarket brands over here like Dr. Hauschka and many others. But the fact of the matter is, the ladies who buy Hauschka and all the top brands, Creme de la Mer, they like to go to London or Manchester or Birmingham, and they like to buy in Harvey Nichols, so they can say, I got it at Harvey Nicks, blah blah blah. So I learned fairly quickly that even though I'm actually quite friendly with Lady Lowther. I was her housekeeper actually, and she used to come in the shop all the time, but she didn't ever buy